Okay, so Valve has a vault. Not a physical vault, a digital one that's in the game's files. And this is where all the finished skins that haven't been released yet go to wait. And some of these skins have been in the vault for over 10 years. Right? Textured, finished, ready to go. And Valve just hasn't released them yet. But with Cache, Cobblestone, and new reworks basically inevitable at this point, a lot of these skins, which seemed like orphans for many years, finally have a home. So I went through all of them. All of the skins in the files right now. And I'm going to tell you which ones have the biggest chance of coming, the ones that would break the market if they did, and just some odds and ends that Valve probably isn't proud of having in the game anyway. So let's open the vault. Very quick context here. So every time Valve adds a new map to CS2, it's been coming with a collection. Right, we've got it with Train, with the Train 2025, and we also saw it with Overpass 2024 collection. And in recent weeks, Valve has been really hinting at the next map being Cache. Cobblestone's also in the conversation, but it's probably going to come afterwards. Now, these skins are not workshop submissions. They're not fan concepts. These are inside the actual files right now. So someone at Valve made these, which means they have the best chance at being in the new collections. Let's start with the skins that are basically confirmed by vibe alone. First, we have the M4A1 coprocessor. Valve literally put out a call last week for spy/tech themed workshop submissions. This skin's been sitting in the files with the exact same aesthetic. Right, a nice dark blue with light blue circuit patterns. Very simple, and if Cache comes out with a collection, I'd bet that this is in it. Now in the same family, we also have the UMP45 motherboard. Another skin, just painted green, same pattern. Right, these aren't exciting skins, they're probably light blues or blues in the collection. But that's the point. Collections need 10-cent fillers so that you lose 85% of the time. It's the Valve way. But the skin knows its role, definitely a spy/tech theme. Next, we have the AWP Full Stop. Now, the Full Stop's been in the game before, so this could very well just be a placeholder skin, but the previous Cache collection was no stranger to red Soviet-themed guns, so this could very well be a blue or a purple skin in the loadout. And lastly, we have a few skins, the AUG, the FAMAS, the Glock, and the MP5, all in carbon fiber. Right, very clean, tech theme aesthetic. You probably only see one of these in the Cache collection, but in due time, I guarantee that all 4 of these will be in the game at some point. Now, these ones aren't going to make you rich, but they're most likely coming. We also have some pretty popular ones returning. In the files right now, we have the AWP Whiteout, the MP5, and the Glock Case Hardened. The MP7 Whiteout is already in the Office collection, and you have the P250 one in the Chop Shop. If Valve wanted an AWP Whiteout, I imagine it'd be out by now, and I don't really see it fitting in a Cache or Cobble collection. Same with the Case Hardened skins. A Glock Case Hardened would fuck rip. But CS2's been pivoting towards the heat-treated finishes, which, who the fuck asked for that, by the way? But that's where they seem to be going with it. So not everything in these files are coming. They might be just prototypes or abandoned along the way. Or at the very least, not for these collections. But there are a ton in the game right now. And this is what makes the next section interesting. These are the skins that'll move the fucking markets if they're introduced. Number 1, the M4A1-S Gamma Doppler. Whatever collection this is in would easily be the most open armory collection in the game in 10 seconds. Alright, it's already an iconic finish on knives. Now you take that and you put it on the most used rifle on CT side. This would print money for the armory. Every content creator would do a massive unboxing. Every trader would go into a frenzy trying to figure out the best patterns. The trade-ups to get the lowest float one would go crazy. Like, it would be genuine chaos if they released this skin. And it could realistically fit in the Cache or Cobble collection. Right, the green color could mean like toxicity from the Cache, or it could just be like, royal emerald for Cobble. And this one sits in the files. And I think Valve would be stupid not to release it in the near future. Our next ones, we have the AK-47 gold brick as well as the Deagle gold brick. Now these very well might be test canvases because we already have the gold arabesque and the Deagle golden koi in the game. And we know that Valve plays around with skins all the time, so these might be just prototypes or base layers for other skins because a lot of skins are coming out with like gold finishes on them. And while they would be popular and they would be expensive, I don't think they would be as expensive as you might think. But they wouldn't be no slouch. They would be $500 to $1,000 skins if they threw them in the game. Definitely has the cobblestone vibe. And lastly, can a man dream? AK-47 DLore. Now this one's not in the game files. And honestly, I'm kind of glad. I actually hope they don't do something like this for the next Cobble collection. I feel like the Dragon lore should stay exclusive to the AWP. Right, the lore knives are cool. They're not like overbearing on the AWP. Let that be the only lore skin. It's legacy, bro. It's history. That's your iconic skin. Don't sell out for profit. But if Valve ever saw a player count just fucking crash, this is a straight up break glass in case of emergency button. But let's hope that they don't fuck that up by adding this into the game. I think that would be a mistake. Which one do you think has the best chance of being added to the game? I'm curious. I personally think the M4. But let me know in the comments. See what the consensus is. Now let's talk about some weird outliers that sit in the files right now. First up, we have the M4A1 Pink Panther. I imagine this was originally concepted for the Ancient Collection, as it's been in the game for over 4 years at this point. They seem to have just taken the pattern and applied it to different skins elsewhere, probably for good. The skin looks like it would be on the workshop with like 3 upvotes, but who knows, it may come in the future. And it seems to be a pattern on a pair of gloves that I'll make a video on in the future. Next, we have a gun with no official name, but in the files it is camo_zags. As you can see by the visual here, it's got like a cartoon dragon motif. It's pattern based and it's scattered all throughout the skin. Now this is a workshop skin, but Valve has it in the files, so who knows, maybe they bought the rights to it already. A very cool design and a very cobblestone design, especially if they want to go a little bit playful with the theme. In the files, it's available on the P250 and P90. It'd probably work better on the P90, but who knows if it even ever sees daylight. Nova Fade. Even though it doesn't fit the vibe, this is an easy plug and play. Fade's always going to be popular. It'll be the most popular Nova in 2 days. But from the skin itself and the animations, the skin itself doesn't really seem to be finished. It looks very segmented and awkward. So it's probably just a placeholder or merely like a metallic base for Valve to put something over it. We also have the 5.7 Amber Fade. Now, the 5.7 normal fade would look sick as fuck, right? The gun itself is a great canvas for those types of skins. But the Amber Fade is kind of an underwhelming skin to begin with, and it usually sees itself on like desert map collections as opposed to like Cobble or Cache. But I suppose they can, squeeze it into a Cobble collection if they really wanted to. Not exciting, but it would do its job as a blue or a purple maybe. Now, in the files, there are a ton of gloves. So here's my actual prediction. So when these collections do inevitably come out, I want you to return back to this video and see if I was right. I'll make a video about the entire collection in the future, but there's 2 in specific that caught my attention. The Moto Gloves Circuit Board and the Driver Gloves Chainmail Knight. Now if you look at those names for more than 3 seconds, these kind of seem like collection themed gloves. Right, we've heard speculation of a new Armory knife coming out. Valve seems to be trying to move away from cases. So an exclusive gold for each collection doesn't seem too far-fetched. And a circuit board glove, Cache written all over it, right? Look at it, it's got a lime green finish. Would go great with that M4 Gamma Doppler. It'd go great with the Gamma Doppler knives. People would open the fuck out of that collection. Cobblestone, same vein, the Chainmail Knight gloves. So the Chainmail skin exists in the game already on the P2000 and the Mag 7, I believe. And those are in the Cobble and Canals collection, which have the same, royal type of vibe to them. So some chainmail gloves in the newest Cobble collection would be absolutely perfect. And that's how you drive volume into your armory. The Overpass collection just became the most open collection in the armory as of recently. 45 seconds, Cache and Cobble would murder. So if my predictions are true, collections with gloves would absolutely become the most open thing in CS2 history. Fever Case, done. So that's what's in the vault right now. These skins have been waiting for years for their moment. They've been sitting on the bench ready to go. Some of them look like they're definitely coming. Some will break the game if they come in. And some of them just seem like placeholders right now for more ridiculous skins coming in the future. So when Cache drops, and it will at this point, come back to this video, see if I was right. But if I wasn't, at least we got to take a deep dive and look at some cool skins that haven't been released yet. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to try to live stream more on YouTube as opposed to Twitch because I think it's a little bit easier, a little more seamless for the people in this community. And it's kind of fun to hang out with you guys, play with you guys, queue up. Tune in if you'd like. I'm working on the membership program on YouTube as well. So if you want to join there, I'll be doing like decent giveaways like weekly, as well as I'll do members only videos and release the videos that are public early, like maybe an hour or 2 early. Right, I want to give you guys some bang for your buck. I want your investment into me to have positive ROI. So with that being said, see you guys next time. Thank you.